Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into a corner of real estate that's just on fire right now.
Yeah?
Modular, manufactured mobile homes, you name it.
Hmm. Those are actually all different, though, right?
They are. But folks use the terms all over the place.
For sure.
So we got to lay that groundwork first. What's what?
Okay, think of it like a spectrum, all right?
All right, I like spectrums. Lay it on me.
So, on the high end, you've got your modular homes,
Okay.
built-in sections shipped out, assembled on a permanent foundation.
Gotcha.
Often meet the same building codes as a house built right there on the lot.
So modular's like the fancy cousin, right?
You could say that, yeah.
More customizable, higher quality, that sort of thing.
Exactly. Then you move down the line, and you hit manufactured homes.
Okay.
Still entirely factory built, but they come on a chassis.
Ah, so they're moving on down the road?
Well, they can be moved, yeah. But they're usually put in place more permanently.
Interesting.
Big thing is they're built to HUD code. It's a national standard, make sure they're safe, well-built, all that.
So some peace of mind there for the buyer.
Exactly. And they tend to be more affordable than modular.
Makes sense. More streamlined construction, got to be cheaper.
Exactly. And on the other end of our spectrum, we got the mobile homes.
Oh, geez.
You could say that. Usually we're talking homes built before 1976.
Ah, before that HUD code came into play.
Right. So might not have the same level of regulation or the modern building techniques.
Could be some hidden costs down the line then, maybe?
Potentially, yeah. Might be the cheapest up front, but got to consider the long game.
Okay, I'm seeing the spectrum now.
Good.
But why is this whole sector blowing up right now?
Well, the affordability crisis, that's a big one.
Can't deny that. Everyone's feeling it.
These homes, they offer a real solution, you know?
For sure, but it's got to be more than just price, right?
Oh, absolutely. People are realizing the benefits go way beyond just saving money.
Like what? Give me the inside scoop.
Well, speed of construction, for one.
Ah, yeah, time is money these days.
These homes get built and delivered way faster than traditional builds.
Makes sense. Less waiting around for developers, buyers, everyone's happy.
Exactly. And don't forget the flexibility.
Oh, that's a good point.
Rentals, vacation homes, whole communities for folks looking for a simpler life.
Like retirement communities, that sort of thing.
Exactly, yeah. It's like a Swiss Army knife of housing, really.
I like it. Okay, let's talk money, though. The investment side, got to be on everyone's minds.
For sure. Well, the initial buy-in's much lower than traditional homes.
Ballpark, what are we talking?
$40,000 on the low end. Can go up over $100,000. Depends.
Still, that's a big difference compared to a regular house.
Oh, yeah. But got to remember, there's always more to it.
Right, land, taxes, all that fun stuff.
Exactly. We'll dig into those hidden costs in a bit.
Definitely need to. Those can sneak up on ya.
They sure can. But first, how about we unpack those financing options?
Because it's not your typical mortgage situation, is it?
Not always, no. You got your traditional mortgages, especially for modular homes.
Since those are on permanent foundations.
Exactly. But then you get into things like chattel loans.
Chattel loans. Now, that's a term I haven't heard in a while.
Specifically for the structure, not the land itself.
Ah, so mostly for manufactured homes then.
Right.
Hey.
Got some quirks compared to a regular mortgage, though.
We'll have to dive into those later for sure.
Definitely will.
Okay, so we got our home types, a taste of the financing world. And we know this market's hot, but why? Where do we go from here with all this?
Next up, let's dig into those financials, the pros and cons of different locations.
Ooh, location, right.
Absolutely. And we'll uncover some of those hidden costs you got to watch out for.
Sneaky little things.
Can't forget about zoning either.
Zoning, the headache of every real estate investor.
We'll demystify it, promise.
All right, sounds good to me. Stay tuned, everyone. This is where things get really juicy.
It's about to get good.
All right, we're back, and it's time to get down to brass tacks. The money part of this whole modular, manufactured, mobile home thing.
Yeah, got to talk dollars and cents.
What are some of those hidden costs that can really trip people up, especially first-timers?
Land, my friend. Land.
Oh, yeah, that's a biggie.
Biggest one folks overlook. The homes themselves might be cheap, but that land can really add up.
So not just the sticker price of the lot itself, right?
Nope. Got to factor in property taxes, any development costs you run into.
Right.
Landscaping, utilities, all ongoing. And if you're in a community, there's those land lease fees too.
We touched on those leases before. Big decision there. Community versus owning the land outright.
Huge decision. Owning gives you control, potential for appreciation, but more responsibility too.
More upfront cost, for sure.
Exactly. Leases, you're basically renting that land.
So Could be easier to get started, but
Lower barrier to entry, yeah.
yeah.
But you're tied to their rules. Could see those rent hikes.
Classic trade-off, control versus convenience.
I got it.
Okay, while we're on the financial side, those chattel loans. Different beast than a mortgage, yeah.
Quite a bit. Home's the collateral, not the land.
So higher interest rates, maybe?
Often, yeah. And shorter terms, too. Got to shop around, find lenders who know this market.
Can't stress that enough. Due diligence is key.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Location, location, location. Just as important here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Got to analyze that local market, rental demand, all that. Who are you targeting?
Families, retirees, snowbirds looking for winter escapes?
Exactly. Each one needs a different location sweet spot.
Makes sense. Any areas that just tend to do well for this type of housing?
Job growth strong, lack of affordable options, tourism's booming.
Yeah.
Those are good signs.
College towns, maybe? Up-and-coming suburbs?
Could be. But always do your homework. What works one place might not in another.
Right. No assumptions.
Nope.
Okay, big one here. Zoning can be a real roadblock for folks. How do you navigate that maze?
Zoning's crucial. Dictates what homes go where. Before you even fall in love with a property.
Yeah.
Call up that local planning department.
Get the inside scoop.
What are the rules? Is your home type even allowed? Got to know that up front.
Saves you a world of hurt later on.
No kidding.
Even if it's allowed, there's still permits, inspections, right. Same as traditional building.
You bet. Got to meet those codes. Safety first. Process varies a lot, though, town to town.
So, gotta do your homework again.
Local regulations are key.
Okay, we've covered land, financing, location, zoning, hurdles galore. What about finding the properties themselves? Any red flags to watch for?
Plenty. Aging condition of the home, that's big.
Especially if it's not brand new, I'd imagine.
Get an inspection, a good one, someone who knows factory-built homes inside and out.
Specific things to watch for.
Water damage, structural issues, old wiring, plumbing that's seen better days.
Sounds like you need a sharp eye.
You do. Roofs, floors, skirting,
Yeah.
those can go bad over time.
Gotcha.
Manufactured homes, check that chassis, axles, tires, crucial for moving them, and stability.
Right. Got to make sure the foundation's solid, literally. What about the land itself? Any red flags there?
Drainage is huge. Make sure that land slopes away from the house, no water pooling.
Foundation problems waiting to happen.
Exactly. And verify those utilities, easements. Don't want surprises when it's hookup time.
Okay, lots of potential pitfalls, but let's end on a high note. What are some advantages here that you don't get with traditional real estate?
Affordability is the big one. Lower entry point, diversify that portfolio easier.
More bang for your buck.
And that speed of construction means faster occupancy, quicker returns.
Efficiency is king.
Right. Plus the flexibility. Different rental markets, creative financing.
You can even move the homes if you need to.
Exactly. It's a dynamic market, lots of room to get creative.
I love that. All right, covered a lot of ground here. But one piece missing. The companies behind it all.
Big players, yeah.
Next up, we're diving into the world of public companies in this sector. Stick around. We're back and we're shifting gears a bit. We've talked about buying these homes ourselves, but what about the companies behind them all? Public companies, that sort of thing?
Yeah, great option if you're not into the hands-on landlord stuff or just want to diversify.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So instead of owning the property, you're investing in the companies that build and sell them.
Exactly. You're betting on their success, their growth, as this whole sector keeps expanding.
Kind of like investing in the picks and shovels during a gold rush.
Right? Perfect analogy. You're not digging for the gold, but you're still cashing in.
All right, so a lot of companies out there. Where do we even start? Who are the big players?
Well, Capco Industries, they're a good one.
Cavco, okay.
They're a top manufacturer, got a huge range of homes, from basic models to those high-end modulars.
So they cover the whole spectrum we talked about earlier.
Exactly. And they're vertically integrated, which is interesting.
Vertically integrated, what's that mean?
They got it all. Retail stores, factories, even financial services.
Whoa, so they're not just making the homes, they're handling the whole process.
Yeah, pretty much a one-stop shop for anyone looking at factory-built housing.
Smart move. What about some other big names I've heard? Clayton Homes, Skyline Champion, ringing any bells?
Oh, absolutely. Clayton Homes, they're massive. Owned by Berkshire Hathaway, so you know they're serious.
Warren Buffett's company? That's got to say something.
Tons of dealerships. Plus, they offer financing through their own company, Eagle Home Mortgage.
Wow, so they really are covering all the bases.
Big focus on affordability, too.
Makes sense. Got to cater to that market. It's huge. What about Skyline Champion? What's their deal?
Another giant, especially in North America, known for their variety, Tons of different home styles.
So they're appealing to a wider range of buyers, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And they do a lot of customization, catering to individual needs.
So whether you're a first-time buyer on a budget or a retiree wanting something fancy.
They got you covered. It's all about adapting to what people want, how the market's moving.
Makes sense. But it's not just the home builders themselves, right?
Oh, good point. There's companies like Patrick Industries.
Okay, what do they do?
They make the building products, the components, the stuff those homes are made of.
Ah, so they're profiting from the overall growth, even if they're not building the homes themselves.
Exactly. As demand for these homes goes up, so does demand for the materials to make them.
Smart. All right, before we wrap up, gotta look ahead a bit. Any big trends investors should be watching?
Sustainability is a big one. More and more companies are using eco-friendly materials, energy-efficient designs.
That's gotta be a selling point these days. People want green homes.
Definitely. Plus, it lowers operating costs, makes the homes more valuable long-term.
Everybody wins. What else is shaping the future of this whole sector?
The designs, the customization options, it's all getting more sophisticated.
So these factory-built homes are looking less cookie-cutter, more like custom builds.
Exactly. Especially those modular homes, they're really bridging the gap with traditional homes.
Wow, so this industry's really come a long way. All right, as we close out our deep dive here, any final words of wisdom?
Well, investing in modular manufactured mobile homes, whether you're buying them directly or through these public companies, it's a unique opportunity.
Definitely tapping into a market that's only getting hotter.
But like any investment, do your research, know what you're getting into, what are your goals, how much risk can you handle.
Knowledge is power. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of modular manufactured and mobile homes. We've covered the basics, the financials, the trends, the companies. Hopefully you're feeling a lot more informed about this exciting corner of the real estate world.
There's opportunity out there, but got to go in with your eyes wide open.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.